Yo, what's up, guys? The other day, the craziest thing happened. Here's a look at some footage. Look at the oil filter just like split in half. It's in pieces. The rest of it's still connected to the car. So here's a look at kind of the cleanup. I just used a bunch of kitty litter. Our driveway is destroyed now. And I should mention, the motor's not blown. What happened was I was working on my buddy Andrew's car in the garage, and he had to leave. Basically, we had my car parked out here, my Civic, and he left, and I went to put the Civic back in the garage. I started it up. Obviously, it was shooting out oil. Believe it or not, this is not the turbo feed or drain that caused this. And there's also not a hole in the block. So it, dripped oil all the way down here, all the way into the garage. And then you saw that puddle in the earlier video. That's from where the car sat for a second while it was running. The oil light came on, I shut it off, got out and looked, and this is the mess that we have. So here's the car in here up on the lift now. If you look down here, you can see exactly what happened. The oil filter separated from the part that it screws onto. I've never seen this happen in my entire life. It's like it just came apart. You got the oil filter in here, and the part that screws into the motor is actually still stuck up there. That's probably gonna be a pain in the butt to get off. But yeah, the oil filter just separated. It's not even old. Like I put it on when I turboed the car about 4 months ago. I don't know, start of August. Beginning of August is when I turboed it. There's only about 1,000 miles on the oil change. So at this point, I'm going to call Mobile and see what they say. All right, guys, I just want to say before you watch this phone call that this is not me bashing Mobile in any way, shape, or form. Their customer service was actually pretty good despite being kind of bounced around, which you'll see. But I've been using Mobile One filters for a long time, which I mentioned multiple times in the phone call as well, and I've never had an issue. So this is not me bashing Mobile in any way.
Thank you for calling Mobile Oil Customer Support. All calls are recorded for quality and training purposes.
At Mobile, this is could I get your first name, please?
Hi, my name is Nick.
How can I help?
I'm not sure if you're who I should be talking to, but I did a Mobile One oil change on my car about 4 months ago, and I was actually, luckily I was just in my driveway when it happened, but I moved my car from my driveway to my garage, and my oil light came on, so I got out and checked, and there's oil everywhere, like all over my garage, all over the whole driveway. And I mean, this is really weird because I've been working on cars like my whole life and I've never seen this. So I have a lift at my house, so I put my car up on the lift, and the oil filter like separated. Like the part that screws onto the motor is still on the motor, like the can that the actual filter sits in. Like it's all supposed to be one piece, but it like there's a seam at the top or something, and it like separated. And I'm not entirely sure what
Interesting.
to do. Yeah, I use your products. I've been using your products for years, and I've never seen anything like this.
Well, let's do this. Grab a pen real quick. I am automotive fluids technical support, but we have a group that handles all things related to filters. Including, hey man, the filter separated.
Okay.
Help me out here.
Okay, give me just a second.
So they will definitely be interested in hearing about that and seeing what they can do to get you fixed up. If you will call them at 800.
Hang on 1 second. All right, I got a new number here and a pen. So let's see how this goes. See what they say.
Thank you for calling Champion Laboratories. Our normal business hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m.
Champion
to 5 p.m.
Laboratory.
Eastern Standard Time. For catalog and technical support, please press 2.
We'll go with
To
2, I
repeat this
guess.
menu,
Filter Hotline.
Hi, my name is Nick, and I actually I had an issue with a Mobile One oil filter, and they directed me to call this number. Am I talking to who I should be?
I will be happy to try to help you.
The can separated from the part that screws to the motor, and like there's no like physical damage or anything on the oil filter. It actually looks still brand new, like the can and everything, but it's just like there's like a seam at the top or something that must have separated. But I'm not sure. The part that with the threads on it that actually threads onto the motor, that's still on my motor. I haven't tried to get it off.
Where did you purchase this at?
Meyer in Michigan, Metro Detroit area.
Okay. Yeah, really, because we need to initiate a claim. We need to get that filter components back here, obviously.
Yeah, I have everything. I mean, I don't know if I can get the threaded part off the motor. Might get a little messed up when I try to take it off because it's in a bad spot. But I mean, like the can and the filter and everything, I have it all. I can ship it out if you guys need it.
It's best to go back through where you purchased it. If you can return it to them. Otherwise, I can give you a number that you can call.
Okay. And I don't have the receipt for it, so I don't know if they'll take it back. I mean, maybe they will. They take stuff back without receipts sometimes.
Right.
I could give it a shot. But just in case, what's that number?
It's 800-275-6624.
Is that just like a warranty claim number?
Yes.
Okay.
They'll have the process to get it shipped back to us.
All right, thank you for your help. Okay, well, they got me bouncing all over the place, so I can already tell there's a 0% chance that they're going to reimburse me for the oil that spilled all over my driveway. But it would be nice if I could get a new filter. You know, I'm really not sure. I keep all my receipts for my Civic, but I don't keep the oil change receipts usually. Maybe I should. Do I really care about sending it back to them? We'll call them and see what they say.
Thank you for calling Mobile Oil Customer Support. All calls are recorded.
Is this the first number that I called? No, it is different than the first number that I called. Let's try it then. Maybe they will warranty my oil too.
You are caller number 1 in the queue. Please hold.
Retail Mobile, this is. Can I please get your first name?
Hey, my name's Nick.
And what can we do for today, Nick?
I actually have a really weird situation. I'm kind of being bounced around, so I hope you can help me out, but if not, I understand.
There's definitely something. You're getting closer to who you need to be. We have the group that makes the filters for us that we can get you to, and they should be able to handle that for you.
Okay, now I think I may have already talked to them, and they referred me back to you, which, I mean, I work in customer service too, so that happens all the time with my help desk, so I understand, and maybe that guy that I was talking to wasn't entirely sure who I should be talking to. But let me just make sure I had the correct phone number. I had 800-882-0890. Is that the number that you're going to give me?
Yeah, and that's Champion Laboratories. They're actually the company that makes the filters for us and the ones that back up the filters.
Yeah.
So they should be the ones that are supporting that. But
Okay.
what I can do is, usually when you call, you do 2 and then pound sign to get to somebody. So what I'll do is I'll put you on. I'll call and I'll actually, before I just instead of just dropping you into the call, I'll talk to the person at the other end and let them know what's going on.
Okay.
And and maybe say, hey, this guy's it's not a problem with the oil, which we cover. It's a problem with the filter, and it's something you guys need to look into.
Right. Now, I do have a quick question for you. I doubt that you guys will be able to do anything about this. Because I'm sure I can go over them and talk to them. I did press 2 and then pound last time. That's who I spoke to, so it'll be super helpful if you can talk to them first for me. But I'm kind of like, I mean, it's whatever. I get a new filter, put new oil in it, and call it good. But I'm pretty upset about the situation, to be completely honest with you. I mean, like I said, I maybe only had 1,000 miles on the oil, and it was a full Mobile One oil change. So like I paid $35 for the whole thing, and now it's kind of just wasted. Plus, I have a huge mess to clean in my driveway. Plus, if it would have happened while I was driving, I probably wouldn't have a motor right now. So
Right.
like, is there any way that I can at least be maybe like I mean, I'm sure they can get me a new filter, or maybe I can even take it back to the place I got it from. But I mean, I'm out the oil. Is there any way I can be reimbursed for any of it, or am I kind of just SOL?
Well, I mean, if it was something that happened on our end and it was the oil's fault, we would have reimbursed you for everything. I can't speak for them, but they should reimburse for all that. I can't necessarily speak to their procedure. I know in our procedure, if there was something that happened and it was something due to the oil, like if the oil was sitting, the bottle itself had a leak, we would pay to get, for any necessaries for the oil as well as for, any cleaning necessary that would take to clean that up off your, the floor and stuff.
Gotcha.
We would try to cover for all that, and I would think that they would too. I just can't speak to what their warranty necessary covers, but I would think it would.
Okay.
But let me see about getting them. I know if we tried to do it here and it turned out it was a filter, they would immediately reference it over to them anyway. So I'd rather try to stop you from being bounced around.
Yeah, I got you.
Someone that can take care of that.
Okay.
So if you can bear with me one moment, I'll get them on the phone and see what more we can find out here.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
All right, sure thing.
Does it say that company's name on here at all?
Hey there, Nick. It took me to their voicemail. Now, just real quick, this was a Mobile One filter too, correct? It wasn't just any filter that from a Mobile One oil change facility, right?
Right. No, it's a Mobile One filter.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try them again because it took me to their voicemail, but it hit me. I was like, I want to make sure, maybe that's why they send you back. But if it's a Mobile One filter, then yeah, they should be covering it. So I'm going to try dialing again, see if I can get someone because I don't want to just send it to a voicemail.
Right.
So I'm going to try to see if I can get through with them again because it rang and said you reached the voicemail. And they're in the office for about another 15 minutes, so someone should be answering the phone. So let me see if I can get back in touch with them again.
Okay. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Sure thing.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello, this is...
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. My name's Nick.
Hey, Nick. So I hear that you have a Mobile One filter that... Where did you purchase this Mobile One filter at?
I purchased it at Meijer. I don't have the receipt anymore, but I could try returning it to them without the receipt.
Okay, I would say do that, and then if not, then I'm going to give you a number, or I'm going to send an email that you can send the claim to.
Okay.
Tell them what you've got going on.
Okay.
And then they'll probably ask for the filter back because they need to have the filter back.
Right.
To test it.
They're gonna get it back in pieces. I hope they don't mind. It's all like solid pieces, but there's like a seam around the top that it looks like it's separated.
But did you do that? Did you take it apart, or did it just do that?
No, it fell apart, like on its own. It's separated. Spilled oil all over my driveway, all over my garage. It's installed properly. I've been working on cars my whole life. I have a lift in my house. I've never seen anything like this before. I've only used Mobile One filters for like the past 7 years or so, and I've never seen anything like this happen. I have a friend that works at like an oil shop, and I told him about it. I showed him the pictures, and he's like, "Wow, I've never seen that before." But yeah, I have the pictures of it and everything.
We've had some issues where people are claiming that it's a Mobile One, but it's actually been like made from like China. There's things that it's like a...
I mean, I got the can. I can give you the numbers on it and everything. So Mobile One extended performance.
That actually would be great. Do you have the numbers so I can just make sure that it is one of ours?
Yeah. There's like a little QR code with a number next to it. That's like the only number that I think would like individually recognize this because everything else is pretty general. It's got the model number on it, M1104A.
Do you have the UPC on it?
Yeah, I can give you that number.
Okay, the UPC would be my determination.
Okay. I got that for you whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's 278-42433-0286.
Okay, is there any other digits before or after that?
No. Now, it's not like a regular, like I don't have the UPC from the box, if that's what you're talking about.
Okay.
I bought it 4 months ago. I have this code. There's like a little barcode, but it's like a QR style barcode, the square ones. That's what this is next to.
So I would just start with trying to take it back to Meijer, and then if they do not accept it, then I'm going to give you an email.
I mean, it's not like a whole ton of money, like whatever Mobile One is, $25 for the quart. But I mean, I feel like, if this would have happened while I was driving, then not only would I be out the oil, I would be out the motor as well and have to swap a new motor in my car. Now, obviously, I'm super thankful none of that happened. It just happened in my driveway, and I'm fine. My car's fine. I just got to put new oil in it and a new filter on it, and it should be good to go. But I'm wondering, and I know you guys are two separate companies, which is really disappointing. I did not know that. But I was trying to see if I could be...
we're Champion Laboratories. We manufacture their filters for Mobile One.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if I could maybe be reimbursed for the oil in any way. But I'm thinking that probably won't happen.
And when you do this claim and you send in the filter, like everything about it, then they'll reply back to you and let you know. And I would put in there the cost of all the oil and the cleanup and everything.
Okay.
That list it all out.
Okay. And the other thing...
So I could send you a form.
Okay. I would rather go through the email, I think, because like I'll send, I want to send back everything, and I feel like it'll be useful to you guys. You know, you can clearly see by observing like the oil can and the filter and stuff that it wasn't any like physical damage that I have done or improper installation or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I think, like, I would rather go through the email so I can send it to them back, because I want them to see exactly what happened to it, you know?
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you an email address, so send this person an email. She will get back to you as soon as she can.
Okay.
But, yeah, definitely do that. And if you have any questions, just give us a call.
Okay, great.
And I think we're option 2 or 1 or something like that.
Yeah, I believe option 2.
Okay.
But I just want to say I appreciate all your help. You've been super helpful, and that was all I needed.
I'm really sorry that this happened, and, you know,
Yeah,
we don't get many cases like this.
yeah, it's weird. I know I'm just like that super weird case that this has happened to, but I appreciate all your help.
Okay, you're very welcome, and like I said, hang on to the number, and if you don't hear anything back within a couple of weeks, you know, give us a call back.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Well, you guys heard it. I got to send an email and see if they'll reimburse me for the filter and the oil. For now, because I'm going to be pulling the motor and rebuilding it, I'm just going to probably get some cheap, Meijer or Walmart synthetic oil and a Fram filter and throw it in there just for now. I do have to drive the car to bed the brakes, and I'm doing the brakes first and then pulling the motor. So also I want to be able to start the car and move it. I don't want it to just, have to push it around my driveway and stuff when other cars need to go on the lift. So I'm gonna fill up the oil, try to get that front part of the can off, and unfortunately you won't find out what happens in the oil situation in this video most likely. If I get contacted back quickly, I'll let you guys know, but if not, subscribe to my channel. I'm not gonna make another video on exactly what happened out of this situation. I mean, maybe I will, but probably not. I'll just throw it, in the start of one of my other videos or something. So subscribe to the channel, pay attention, and maybe you'll find out what happened. All right, guys, it is quite a few days later. It's after Christmas now. I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and happy whatever you celebrate. Car's still on the lift. They still haven't reached out to Mobile. Wait until after New Year's now to send them that email. What we're going to do is just drain the rest of the oil out of here, get the heater going, because I got some other stuff I got to work on today, which I'm not going to show you, because it's boring in other people's cars and stuff. But I'm going to get that other piece of the filter off. We're just going to put some oil and a filter in there. I just got really crappy, no-name brand, conventional oil in the cheapest Fram filter that you can get, because this motor is coming out very shortly and it's going to be rebuilt. So I just need something to lubricate the motor while I back the car out and pull it in and things like that, move it for other cars to get into the garage. It does need to be able to start and drive, but that's it. That's all it needs to do, is just be able to move around the driveway. So cheapest oil change I've ever done, and we're gonna get going on that right now. All right, so here's where we find out how much oil is left in the motor. Ready, set, go. Wow. There's nothing left in there. All right, so I got this out of the motor. I just took this seal off of here. Actually, it was on there like that. And then put a screwdriver in here and hammered it to turn it a little bit, and then turned it off, or turned it the rest by hand. So this is how it's separated. I can't really tell, to be honest. It's like this part peeled off, and I think that's where it's separated. But I don't know. So now we're just putting a new filter on and some oil in there, and we're calling it good for now. All right, so I got the oil and the filter in the car, and now I can move it around. Everything's all good to go. I'm going to send some pictures to the email that was provided to me, and we'll see where that goes. Everybody that I talked to on the phone was very nice and very helpful. The customer service was great. I don't like that there's two companies, that Mobile doesn't make their own filters. That doesn't mean that they're bad filters, but that means that the support is going to be kind of iffy like this if you have a problem with their filters. That kind of stuff can happen when there's situations like this that are rare and they don't experience them often. I work in customer service myself on a help desk, and sometimes people can get confused if it's something that they don't see very often. So giving them the benefit of the doubt there, and as long as they end up for sure giving me a replacement filter and hopefully giving me oil, then I'm going to be a satisfied customer. So we'll see where this goes from here, and I'll keep you guys posted. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you like the video if you liked it, or give it a dislike. I think either one helps me. So I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.